This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have you aboard on a rainy Sunday in southern Alberta as the Edmonton Oilers await their flight, I assume. I don't know 100% sure when all the tactics are going on here. Maybe try to get to Florida a little sooner than Florida got to Edmonton for games 3 and 4. But as it looks like right now, obviously we're going back to Florida with a still chance to win the Stanley Cup after an incredible 8-1 victory down at Rogers Place on a Saturday night. Absolutely unbelievable effort from the boys to get the job done. And one thing that we can take home as Edmonton Oilers fans is they didn't go out without at least a show, right? This is one thing that I think was arguable about the first 3 games of the series is the Oilers, maybe outside of the third period in Game 3, really didn't give us that show that the Oilers usually do. Whether they're winning, small, big, or somewhere in between, they're usually pretty good for a show throughout the hockey game, and that is exactly what you got in game number 4. It was a fantastic time down there with my girlfriend, Patrick, of course, from the Oilers Fanatic, and a couple of friends from work as we got set up for the Moss Pit, the first experience down there. That is mass chaos, and I love it. Friends, that was an absolute amazing time down there in the Moss Pit, is just kind of jumping up and down and running around and being chaotic self that I usually am, and then yelling at people on the sidewalks driving through traffic as we tried to get down to Greta post game. That didn't work out. That's okay. It all worked out. There was some good food along the road anyway, but it was absolute scenes down in downtown Edmonton last night, and I'm looking forward to seeing what possibly the next 3 games could bring, right? That's what I kept yelling out the window as Patrick's trying to haul me by the neck back into the car. I was getting a little too excited there, and rightfully so, I think, after an 8-1 victory. But we're yelling at people, 3 more to go, 3 more to go. And, Patrick obviously doing his part trying to keep everybody in the car, within the car, and keep the flags on the car, all that. It was chaos driving through traffic, and I commend him for doing a good job getting us safely into the parkade from Rogers Place. We kind of did a 20-block loop when really, if you go downtown Edmonton on a non-game day, it's about a 4-block drive to where we went there to Greta from Rogers Place, so it was kind of tough. But Patrick also surprised me with this guy right here, something I've been talking about all season, getting that James Hamblin jersey. Well, I've got a little pillow now for the couch when I'm sitting there watching TV. And that courtesy of Russ Jericho Art on Twitter. If you go check that out, Twitter handle there, you'll find the link to the shop and all that that's being run. Fantastic. Patrick, I believe, has a Gagne one, and just looks incredible, right? Looks truly like an Oilers jersey, and what's nice about it too is you actually get the name and number on there and all that. So that's pretty nifty for sure. So friends, I definitely encourage you to go check that out here today, because again, I wasn't expecting to see that at all, and then Patrick just kind of hands me a bag and he just opens it enough for me to see the Hamlin name on the back, so that was fun. But yeah, as far as we go here for the Edmonton Oilers today, from last night into tomorrow and into Tuesday, is the Oilers maybe we're given a gimme game, right? Is Florida wants to win this on home ice. That'd be the theory. Florida wants to celebrate with their fans instead of our fans. Yeah, I get that, right? 100%. Except for in a gimme game, you don't lose 8-1. That's, right? That's kind of the tough part here is maybe, okay, you can make the theory that Bobrovsky was trying to get out of the game early, but that still doesn't add up in terms of how this game ended up truly going. This only adds up. The Oilers made a statement. They're back in it. You're down 3-1 instead of 3-0. And the other side, too, is, the stats that say, well, the last team to come back from 3-1 in the Stanley Cup Finals was the Maple Leafs in 1942. I'm sure over the course of history you can find a bunch of teams that have come back from 3-1 in a series, not first off being down 3-0, but kind of the math only gets better as you win game by game by game, and I'm looking forward to seeing that here as the Oilers really put on that show I'm talking about, but also made a statement. All right, now you're averaging 3 goals per game in the Stanley Cup Finals, if I did the math offhand correctly, so you like to see that for the Edmonton Oilers, and you like to see that for us Oilers fans. So a good showing last night. Obviously, like I said, the Moss Pit was an absolute blast to think as well. hanging out with kind of some awesome people down there, and obviously the crowd, the energy, and then downtown, the honking, the literal "Let's Go Oilers" honks. I didn't even think we could do that, but I guess anything's possible if you really put your mind to it. So it was a good time down there at the Moss Pit, friends, and I would highly encourage, if you can find a way to get down there here for Game 5, 6, or 7, to do so. But obviously as well, work does dictate the schedule, and so does some other stuff in the summertime. So we'll see what that entails for me as we go into 5, 6, and 7. But definitely looking forward to seeing the Oilers hopefully play a couple more games, 3 more games. That'd be nice in these Stanley Cup Finals. Friends, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. Thanks for being aboard. I am up on out of here.